Well, I knew better, and I still screwed things up. Hey everybody, it's Chris from Family Geekery, and today's video is going to serve as a word of warning about laptop batteries and how to take care of them. So I made a video a while back about how to check the status of the MacBook batteries on these MacBooks and MacBook Pros, how to check them both in the operating system, and some tips about checking them outside on the case. And especially on these older laptops, you need to be very careful about keeping them charged up. These lithium-ion batteries that they put in here, they love to be charged fully. They hate to be discharged, and they get very upset. And this 17-inch MacBook Pro right here, I did a video a while back on upgrading it, put some new RAM in it, put a new SSD drive in it, and at the time I didn't need to put in a new hard drive because it was working just fine. Now, albeit it's an older laptop, so it may have needed one eventually, but what happened is I took this laptop and put it on the shelf, started working on a bunch of other projects, making some other videos for you guys, and completely forgot that I didn't plug this one in. And what happens? Even if it's turned completely off, it does discharge over time, and it discharged all the way down, and it got very upset. So when I plugged it in today to charge it up, because I was going to do another video on this particular laptop, this is what I found. So here's one of the indicators I said to look at when you plug in a charger. It should eventually turn amber, and the amber light is telling you that it's charging. Like in this case, this guy right here, it's a happy battery. Charging, amber. When it's green, it means it thinks it's completely charged. But if we look at the battery indicator here on the side, when I push the button, I've got one light flashing. So it's obviously not completely charged. So on the other video I said if it's green and it's not completely charged, it means the charger is just doing nothing for the battery itself. So that's not good. So sometimes you can let it sit for a little bit, and eventually it'll notice that it's not charging, and it will start trickle charging, and it'll turn amber. But that's not the case in this one. The other thing I'm noticing is that if I unplug the charger and then look at this battery indicator and push the button, I get nothing at all. So not even a blinky light saying, hey, there's a battery in here, it's just completely dead. It's just not showing anything at all. And then, last but not least, if we plug the charger in and give it full power, and then we open it up, we'd like to think that we could at least hit the power button and have it boot up because it is powered. But this battery is so upset that it's not even letting the power get through the battery to the main board, and it's not even booting up at all. So that's a problem. So like I said, this is just a short video as a reminder to you guys to make sure if you're going to take a device and leave it alone for a while, plug it into its charger, let it keep charged completely up. You don't want that battery to go completely bad. In this case, there hasn't been any of the other damage that I showed you guys in the other video where the trackpad starts popping up or the case starts expanding. None of that's happened yet, so at least I didn't let it get too far. But it does mean I'm going to have to open this guy up and put a new battery in it, and the batteries for these 17-inch ones are not cheap. They didn't make near as many of these 17 inches as they did the 13s and even the 15s. So anytime you have something that's a little bit rarer, then the battery's going to be a little bit rarer, and if you know what that means, it means more expensive. So that's a mistake that I made that I'm going to have to live by, and now I'm going to have to pony up and get some more money to get a battery back in this thing and turn it back on. So not exactly a happy and cheery and successful video like I like to put out, but hopefully it does save you guys some heartache down the road, just as a reminder to keep that thing plugged in, even when you don't think it hasn't been too long. It's been less than 2 months that it's been unplugged, and I know that's a long time for these old batteries, but I didn't really think that it would be that bad, but in this case it was. So hopefully you learned from my mistakes. Hopefully you liked this video. If you did, give me that thumbs up. And if you like this type of content, if you want to see me mess things up more in the future, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching. Peace out and geek out.